Hello everyone, my name is Crystal and we are back with another Declutter series. Today we're doing my blush collection. Fun fact, this is actually the smallest collection that I have with me right now, and we have a random foundation in there. Doing a little voiceover because I'm not feeling the best, and we are starting off with Peri Pure Blush Sunshine Cheeks. I have two shades, 04 Hazel Orange and number 1 Calm Pink. Surprisingly enough, I actually prefer number 1 Calm Pink over Hazel Orange, and Calm Pink is actually one of the daily colors that I use. It is a very light pinkish color which I didn't see myself using, but surprisingly enough, it is a very wearable shade of pink. Since I got these not too long ago, I think I'll keep them for a little while. Ooh, ColourPop blushes. This is My Sun and Stars. It was a Kathleen Lights collaboration, and I have some controversial thoughts about ColourPop blushes. I'm not the biggest fan of them. ColourPop blushes ends up looking very chalky and balls up on the skin. The formula is not my favorite. My Sun and Stars is the only one that doesn't do that, so I am putting it on the chopping block. Next up is Clinique. This is the Cheek Pop in Fake Pop, and this is one of my favorite blushes. It has this coral mid-tone color which works very well on Asian skin tones. I remember using this as an eyeshadow as well, and this is definitely on the pricier side of things, so I'm keeping it for sure. Ooh, another ColourPop blush. I'll be honest, I didn't even bother remembering what's the name of this blush because I threw it out immediately after finishing this video recording. I just don't like the formula of ColourPop blushes. They just end up looking patchy, they ball up on me, they're not very pigmented either, not like what everyone raves and hypes it up about. Next up is Rom and Pear Chip. This is one of my favorite blushes. It has this mutedness to it, so it looks kind of like a muted pink. If you like to do like boy beat kind of blush, that kind of masculine look, this will look absolutely stunning. It has kind of like a matte blurring effect and it looks really good. It helps to blur the pores on your cheek almost, so keep. We got a $2 blush from Daiso. I picked up this quite recently. It has this dual blusher, a lavender blush and a pink cool tone with shimmer sparkles in it. They are rather pigmented, and I picked this up like maybe 2-3 months ago-ish. Haven't really gotten a chance to use it yet, so I will be keeping it for the meanwhile. Ooh, okay, this is another $2 brush from Daiso, and this is a cream blusher. I don't know what is this called in Japanese, but it's like a deep maroon red and it's super pigmented. This one does not feel waxy. It has the right amount of pigment to it. It looks absolutely stunning when sheared out, and I felt like it was a dupe almost for the Fenty Cream Blusher in Rose Latte. I felt that the Daiso one, surprisingly enough, was slightly more pigmented than the Fenty one, but the Fenty one is color-wise, it's more of like a brown red, while Daiso was looking a bit more of a brick red. Performance-wise, I think the Fenty one does last longer than the Daiso one, but for $2, I think it does a really good job, and the Fenty one being like $32-$35-ish, I think it's a steal. Anyway, I kept both of them. Ooh, Can Make. This is the Cream Cheek Blusher in number 17. This was recommended to me by a friend to check it out, and in the pan, it kind of looks like a brick brown. Really up my alley. You can see there's a pattern over here, but once I applied it on my hand, the formula on this is much more on the sheerer side. It is not very pigmented compared to Daiso and Fenty. I really had to build up the pigmentation and apply 3 layers of the blush to really show you guys the color, and you can see it looks a little bit of an orangey brown, which kind of made me look a little bit bruised, not gonna lie. I felt that this formula was a little bit more waxy, but not so slippy slidey as compared to Fenty and Daiso. I haven't really been using it, but I'll just be keeping it in the meanwhile. Another Daiso blush. This is like a true red apple blush, and this one in terms of pigmentation is quite disappointing compared to the first one. It's pretty waxy in terms of formula and not very pigmented, and I had to build up the formula quite a bit. I actually have this in front of me right now, but I actually think I might declutter it. Another Daiso blush. This is a pinky beige kind of color, and this formula is the same as the first one. Very good in pigment, shears out beautifully, and also it's very wearable as well. Kind of reminds me of clean girl aesthetic that's trending right now. You can tell Daiso blushes kind of a hit and miss, but for $2 really doesn't hurt too much. I don't have a cream blusher in this color, so yeah, I did keep it. We have this random Dear My eye palette from Kiss New York. This is in number 1 Shooting Star. The marble texture looks absolutely stunning, but the payoff is absolutely disappointing. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I think they try to be kind of like a Huda Beauty eyeshadow kind of stuff, but no. This is the Para Pure Blush Velvet Cheek in number 6, Wonder Rose. This is a cream blusher and it is a very good one that actually dries down to a powder, so it actually works really well on the skin and it shears out beautifully as well. This has been around since 2018, which is kind of gross, but it doesn't smell funky, so I kept it. Next up is the Alitam Velvet Cheek Blusher. This is in number 2, Mango Flower. I remember this clearly because I used this so much back in Polytechnic. For $7, it comes with a brush, which is great for touch-ups in school, and it's this very bright pink peach, which I love at that point of time, but nowadays I prefer more toned down colors. It was my favorite formula back then as well, but I think nowadays with so much, you know, choices in the market, I think I have more favorites over this and I don't use it anymore, so I decided to just get rid of it. Random highlighter in the drawer, but this is a recent purchase of mine. This is the Para Pure Glory highlighter in 01 Day Glory. Let me tell you guys, this glows from the heavens and looks like natural sweat. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. Anyway, I kept it for sure. Maybe I should do an in-depth review next time, but yes. Oh, this is another ColourPop blusher. This is in the shade Perk Up Brown Blush, which could be used as a bronzer, but honestly speaking, this was just not it. I remember this particular shade breaking out my skin, my cheeks really badly. It was just something about this particular blush, and yeah, I just left it at the back of the drawer for so long. No, just decluttering it. Other things that we have here, we have this portable eyelash color, which this particular shape, and I know it's very popular in Korea, doesn't work for me. Other eyelash colors that I have, RMK and Perfect Diary. The Perfect Diary one for my eye shape doesn't work out. I've got this 16 brand nose contour, and I remember picking this up from Don Don Monkey back in 2019. It was on a discount, right? I don't know, you can see the packaging is ridiculously hard to open, and when I bought it on a discount, it was like $5, and back then it was left like what, 3-4 months before it expired. I mean, look, it's 2022, it's definitely expired. Color wise, it doesn't really show much on my skin, so yeah, I got rid of it. Just clearing out some other minor stuff. I think it's some acne cream, I don't know, yeah, I just kept it anyway. Next up, we have the Sam blushes. Ooh, this is very highly raved. I bought each piece for like $3 on Shopee. It was a crazy good deal. I have the yellow one, which I'll be honest, I never use. This is PP02. This is a very deep and pigmented plummy purple, which is great for those type of deeper purple blushes. These are crazy pigmented and they could work as eyeshadows, I swear. This is PP01. This is a very light lavender, which comes in very handy when doing cool tone looks. This is, I think, RD03 Trench Rose. This is one of those type of rosy kind of colors, dried rose kind of colors, which are very popular. This is RD02. So this is dry rose. I really like these two colors, but I just wasn't getting enough use of it, so I decided to declutter them. BE02. This is a beige orange with shimmer particles in it because it's so pigmented, right? If you're not careful, you can look a little bit bruised. I decided to keep both PP01 and PP02. I just found that I don't have colors like these. They are really the only two purple blushes, so keep. BE02. This one, I decided to keep it as well. I think the shimmers are a really nice touch. RD02 and RD03, they are really pretty dried rose colors, but I think I have nicer rose colors in my collection, so I decided to get rid of them. The yellow blush, I decided to keep around one more time just because I don't have a yellow blush. It would be nice to have in my collection, so keep for now. Next one is from Appeal. This is the Juicy Punk Meringue Blush. This is in CR01. This one has more of like that tan brown kind of color, very masculine boy beat blush, which I do gravitate towards, and I did pick this up in the recent Yesta haul. Keeping this for now. More random stuff. We got AOA loose shimmer eyeshadows here, and then we have some newer stuff. We have some 3CE Style Nanda Nude Peach Face Blush. I finally got my hands on it, and I understand the hype, why it's so popular. I love this color so much. This looks like my skin but naturally flushing. Oh, so beautiful. I've got these Abdab Cosmetic Cloud Cream liquid blushes in Soft Peach and Sun Kiss. So this Sun Kiss is a very, like the name suggests, soft peach, light peachy kind of color. Very beautiful formula. We also have Sun Kiss. Sun Kiss is kind of like a deeper terracotta color, you know, that deep brown, which I absolutely love. They've got 2 more colors, but I don't know if I'll pick it up. More liquid blushes. These are from Rare Beauty. I absolutely adore the liquid blush formula from them. The big size is Joy, and then all the mini ones are from the holiday sets. I have this I Mimi Multi-Q, and this goes with a blush as well. This is in Hello Peach. Love the color. It's a little bit more on the brighter side of things. Ooh, this pressed powder highlighter in here, Kitty Kitty. This was Rave by Kathleen Lights. I bought it because of her, and it's still so good, so wet. Last blush is from Rom-N. This is the Neon Moon and Rom-N collaboration in Fairy Powder. This blush is like really weird, but in a good way. It's a peachy pink, but there's a bit of white base and cool toneness to it, but still looks very flattering on my skin tone, so keep for sure. I then cleared out whatever's in the box to wash it with soap, and then we have a nice clean box now. So afterwards, I just go in trying to reorganize my makeup, you know, put what's the most used in front of me and everything, but you realize that I actually redo it certain number of times because I don't know how to exactly reorganize it. I tried to put my Rare Beauty blushes in front, but because it's not evened out, I get very annoyed, so I just, you know, try to fit however it is, and yeah, you can see me contemplating about everything. My blush declutter wasn't as savage as compared to my lips one, I guess, and I definitely have way much more room to put in for new blushes, but I'm trying to make a conscious effort to not, you know, purchase so much and be careful about my spending. Also, I want to show you guys, when I want to remove my ColourPop pressed powder blushes, I just smack the bottom of the pans and they just fall out. Of course, at the risk of them breaking, and good to know it didn't break. I just fill up the remainder of all my miscellaneous stuff, and you can still see there's still a lot of plenty of room to put in new blushes. Hooray! But also, oh no. What do you guys think? Do you think I did a good job? Let me know what are some of your favorite blushes as well. So yeah, these are all the blushes that I'm gonna get rid of. The pressed powder, the peachy pink, my sun and stars, that one, I'm probably gonna give it away to one of my friends. I think it still works rather well, it's just that the color is just not for me anymore. My bright blush face is really over. Let me know what other collection declutters would you like to see, and thank you so much for watching this video. Do remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also ring the bell. The bell keeps you notified on when I upload. I usually upload on Fridays, and yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.